What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're getting into Week 7 NFL predictions. Before we get into that, let's look at Week 6 of the NFL season. Starting out here with the first game of the week on Thursday Night Football. We have the Chiefs taking down the Broncos. I got that one right. Broncos offense struggled mightily in that game. I did pick the Ravens right to beat the Titans in London there. Atlanta, Desmond Ritter's streak of home wins comes to an end with the Commanders and Sam Howell getting the win. Desmond Ritter was absolutely atrocious in that game, and I got that one wrong. Did pick Seattle to beat the Bengals, and as a Seahawks fan, we should have won this game. You know, being in the red zone that many times, having an opportunity to win it, it's just inexcusable how we lost this game. So, yeah, I really think that I almost got this pick right, and a lot of people now sleeping on Seattle. I've been seeing it, guys. It's one tough loss, but the Seahawks are still a very good team, and I picked that one wrong. Niners, I did pick wrong to beat the Browns, a big-time upset. Only 3% of people picked the Browns. I mean, P.J. Walker getting this win. What a defensive effort from the Browns there. I did pick the Dolphins. This was my lock of the week against the Panthers. Panthers were looking good for when they were in the first quarter. We're up like 14-0. Then the Dolphins just torched them, and that was the ball game. The Jaguars, dominant win over the Colts. Big time win for Jacksonville there. Minnesota, I did pick right to beat Chicago there, so I got that one right. Ugly game that one was. Did pick New Orleans to go to Houston and pull off the upset, and I got that one wrong. Good win for C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Did pick the Raiders to beat the Patriots, and I got that one right. The Lions, did pick them to beat the Buccaneers. Big win for Jared Goff. Rams beat the Cardinals, got that one right. But then the big upset for Zach Wilson and the Jets. What a performance from the Jets defense. Even missing their star cornerbacks in Gardner and Reed, they're still a good team, and they picked off Jalen Hurts a lot in this game. So I got that one wrong. The Eagles, unfortunately, lose that one, and a big-time win for New York as well. Did get the Bills one right against the Giants, but that was a wonky game, almost nearly wrong. If the Bills somehow lost that game, that would have been embarrassing. You know, just remember, guys, if the Giants don't have poor clock management at the end of the first half, they kick a field goal. Then when they're in the red zone, they're just going to kick another one. This game is probably 15-14. So there were so many opportunities for the Bills to lose this one. They probably should have lost this one, but they didn't. And the Giants, a very bad team, robbed themselves of getting a win. And then I did pick the Cowboys to beat the Chargers, and I got that one right on Monday Night Football. All right, so that leaves my record for the week at 10-5 with all that crazy upsets. I'll for sure take that. 60-33 on the season is pretty darn good. I'll for sure take that as well. So let's get into our Week 7 picks now, starting out here with the Jaguars and the Saints. It's in New Orleans in this one, on Thursday Night Football. I just don't trust Derek Carr and this Saints offense, though. The way the Jaguars have been playing, they've been very impressive. I do think this Jaguars defense can do enough against the Saints offense. This Jaguars defense is a better unit than that Saints offense, and Trevor Lawrence in this offense, I think, is a better unit than the Saints defense. So I think considering all of that, give me the Jaguars in this one to win it. And by the way, a lot of teams are on bye this week, as you see, 6 teams. So a little bit of a shorter predictions here, as we have 13 matchups. But next up, we have the Raiders and the Bears. Chicago doesn't look like what's his face? Justin Fields is going to be back in that game. That's a big factor, is if he is back. Let me search it up, just in case. He's not going to be playing. And the Raiders are going to get lucky to have an above 500 record somehow at this point. Josh McDaniels and the Raiders, I think, wins that one. I just don't trust that Bears team, especially without Fields. Okay, Colts, Browns. Gardner Minshew looked atrocious last week. He has been looking good. I don't think he'll look that bad, but it's against probably the best defense in the league. I don't even know if Deshaun Watson's returning in this one, but just the defensive effort from the Browns, I think will be enough in this one, even if it's in Indianapolis. The Colts are still a decent team, I think, but so this one might be closer than a lot of people anticipate. Recency bias might come into play with the Niners beating the Browns beating the Niners, and then the Colts getting crushed. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Browns still, though. Okay, Bills Patriots. The Bills, weird team right now. This could be a massive upset here. But I think the Bills upset probably would have came last week against the Giants team. I think that's going to be a wake-up call for the Bills. I think they should win this one. Get some things figured out on offense. They're the clear better team, and the Patriots are playing awful. Even if their offense struggles, the defense in this game should do enough against Mac Jones. So give me the Bills. That one, I could see the Patriots and Bill Belichick coming up with a good game plan and pulling off the win. And it's a division rivalry. You got to remember that. And it's in New England. So this has upset potential on it. If you want to, make a crazy bet, I could see and get a big payout or something. I could see the Patriots winning that one. So maybe do that. Okay, Commanders, Giants. Washington at 3-3. Giants 1-5. The Giants looked better last week. Washington's been one of those teams that's just been iffy all season. Is this going to be an upset? I just don't trust the Commanders at all this season. They've just been too inconsistent. I'm going to go with an upset here because we haven't gone with one at all so far. Give me the New York Giants. I'm going to go with them. Their offensive line is atrocious, but I think that defense will do enough against Sam Howell in this game, and I just have a feeling that the Giants are going to come out good coach team and get their second win of the year. So give me New York, but I'm not confident in that upset pick. But yeah, let's go with an upset. Why not? Next up, we got Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder really needs to figure some things out this week against the good Buccaneers team. Buccaneers are a very average football team, and I think at home they should win this one. Baker Mayfield, I think, will play a better game this week, not going up against, the Lions defense. I think the Lions defense match up very well against that Buccaneers offense. And I think the Falcons are going to try and run all over this Buccaneers defense, but the Buccaneers defense is pretty good. So I think they can handle it. And Desmond Ridder, I just do not trust him. So give me the Bucs at home. All right, Baltimore, Detroit. Interesting game. This is a big game for these two teams. You got Baltimore in this one. Playing really weird football, to be honest. They're just scrapping out these wins. I don't think they've shown how good of a team they are quite yet, and this is a week to prove that. I think Lamar Jackson can play a good game. It's a very good Lions defense, though. Don't get me wrong, Jared Goff's a really good quarterback, so I think this one can be a lower scoring game. It's in Baltimore. This is tough, guys. Detroit's playing really good football right now. I'm going to go Detroit. At first, when I saw this matchup, I'm like, the Ravens can win this one. I'm probably going to pick that because of, I think the Ravens and the Lions aren't too far off of teams, but this is a good game. I know it's in Baltimore, but I think Jared Goff, I just trust this Lions team more than I do the Ravens at this point with all those injuries. So I'm going to go with the Lions to move on to 6-1, and that'll be a big statement win for them, as has against the Chiefs. Okay, Steelers, Rams. It's in LA here. Another weird game. Steelers are coming off the bye. This is tough. I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to think of that one a little bit. The Seahawks, I think, are going to crush the Cardinals. The Cardinals, still a decently scrappy team, but I think that scrappiness is starting to kind of fade away week by week right now. Especially last week against the Rams. They just weren't good. I think teams are figuring out their scrappiness. They just don't lack the talent, and Seattle's just a clear better team. So I'm going to go with Seattle in that one. Can we come back up to this one here? Rams, Steelers. I think that Steelers pass rush is just going to be too much for that Rams O line, and that Steelers defense is really freaking good. They're coming off a bye too, which helps. I think the Steelers offense can figure some things out this week and do enough against the Rams. So I'm going to trust the Steelers in this one. I'm going to give them a 4-2 record. I know it's in LA, but the Rams' home stadium is full of half the other crowds, so most of the time. I don't think that Steelers fans will be any different. So give me the Steelers. The Rams are going to take a tough loss, I think, there. But it's tight. It's tight for sure. But another upset there. All right, Broncos, Packers. Green Bay coming off the bye week. Broncos offense has got to figure some things out this week, and so does the Packers defense. So it's two units on that side of the ball that need to figure things out. And I honestly think I trust Sean Payton more than I do the Packers defensive coordinator and Joe Barry, because both these teams have talent. I'm feeling the Broncos, honestly, in this game. Their defense has stepped it up as of late. I think Russell Wilson's going to have a big bounce-back week. Another upset. That's 3 now. The Broncos, I think, pull off the upset against the Packers. I know the Packers are coming off a bye, which is big too, but the Broncos are basically 2 coming off a mini bye. It's in Denver. I'm going to go with Denver. Let's go with the upset pick for the Broncos. Okay, Chiefs, Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Chargers have to beat the Chiefs on the road. Justin Herbert has just looked kind of off lately, and I trust the whole Chiefs team more than I do the Chargers. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs and Chargers. Unfortunately, this is the worst team to play on the road after you lose on Monday Night Football to the Cowboys, and that's just unfortunate for the Chargers nation. Give me Kansas City. All right, Miami, Philadelphia. Whew, fun game. Jalen Hurts versus Tua. We all know those history between those two. Jalen Hurts did not look good in their last game. This Eagles defense is a little bit banged up. Tua is playing at the top of his level right now. That Dolphins offense is explosive. Honestly, give me Miami in an upset. I know it's in Philadelphia, but I think the Eagles are going to drop a second straight. I really like this Dolphins offense against that Eagles defense in this one. And Jalen Hurts in that offense, I just don't think will be able to keep up. I think they're going to have a better week because this Dolphins defense isn't great. But I think they'll have a better week than last week. But give me Miami in that one. But that's a fun Sunday Night Football matchup for sure. That's going to be the game of the week. All right, Niners, Vikings on Monday Night Football. That Vikings offense just looked bad without Justin Jefferson, just straight up. And I don't think it'll be any different. I know the Niners, kind of struggled last week against the Browns defense. I think this is a get-right game against a average at best Vikings defense. So without Justin Jefferson, it's going to be big in this game. Give me the Niners on Monday Night Football. All right, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your predictions. And anyway, guys, peace.